Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Throwing Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Now Jones. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He'll dump this off to Cook. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Forced out to his left. And this is Cook with the grab. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it's a 2nd down. They run the counter with Cook. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down at the 31.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet. The thing 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. Threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters this week?
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
78 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Cook.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a second score.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Now a handoff looking right.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. And it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. It's Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a handoff as they run left side. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Play fake. Murray. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now they try the right side here. He stiff arms him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And Cook running on 1st down, but this defense up to the task there as they stop him before he can even get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1 officially. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Dancing away at the 35. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
From the 27, Murray. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on fourth down.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They do go for it. It's Murray sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. So on fourth down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. And finding the tight end Hooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray.
This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now here's a carry heading left. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Murray now to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. his second touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is what...
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Bring it. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Murray. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And the next-gen stats show us the tail of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off-play action, Jones.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
116 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. They run the counter. It's Cook, and he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Murray's got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
2nd and 12. Now Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee, and guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now